Alright, so this particular video is gonna be like a start of a new segment. And what I wanna do is take y'all on a journey with me as we dissect and understand, what I'm saying, this astrology thing from an internal and external point of view, from a yin and yang perspective, from for me to you kind of thing. Because personally, I would like to personally break down my personal, I know I keep saying personal, but my personal natal chart. And since today is since today is Thursday, which is ruled by Jupiter, or is what Thursday is correlated to. I start with that. See, this video already has like some Aries type of, vibration. My Jupiter is in Aries. But we'll get into that in a second. Before we get into all that, I want to start off by saying your 360 is important. But not just your surroundings, but not just your everyday surroundings from a external outlook or point of view, but like just just you in general. You have your own 360, but it's important to go out and learn life, because that's what we're doing anyway. And that's what we're supposed to be doing for ourselves anyway. But within the 360, you'll notice different things, different elements, and it's all could be, we could point to astrology just by looking at certain elements within our 360 surroundings. Like, what I mean, like, for an example, it's, just to make the video a little more detailed. As you can see, it's snow on the ground, right? Shit. It's snow on the ground. That can be, we can point to astrology when we talk about snow or like the weather in general, any type of weather. There's two I want to say mechanisms, but like a joining of two energies have to come together to make a new substance. We on a I guess like macro scale. See, this is we did this just by making these physical bodies. It had to be a joining of two different energies. the masculine and the feminine. Uh, but in order to create a certain substance, or material or whatever like that, it has to be a joining of two different energies to come together to create a new substance, or two different temperaments or temperatures. You see what I'm saying? And this is how we get the manifestation of things in any reality. But this is how we get the physicality. This is how we get the physicality. You know what I'm saying? And then depending on the temperature, since we talk about snow for the most part, depending on the temperature, it will have to be a certain temperature in order to condense. And let me not leave this part out. Those specific elements or energies, but let's just call them elements, because we're within a water cycle that's rotating to the left. Those specific elements, it's really just one element, but just two. But it's one element, but that one element is playing out in different ways, if you get what I'm saying, in different levels or different densities. That's the word. It's playing out in different densities, and when these things interact, it has no choice but to create, like, it has to be a cold temperature. But that element, which would be like, it would have to be like air and water. Those two come together, and it's, keep in mind, it's all water though, but it's just two different. It's just two different versions. Air is another version of water. It's another density of water. But that the temperature is two different temperatures condensing, if you get what I'm saying. But we'll get into that. I get into that another time. I say all that. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's that. I was saying all that to make this point. Excuse me. Your things are always interacting with each other within your 360 surroundings. And let me say this before I get into it. One last thing. Your surroundings, the way you see your surroundings, go 360, you see it through your head space, and the head space is ruled by Aries. So Aries, in a minute y'all gonna see why I'm breaking all this down. Aries rules the head space, but it was first. So you can almost say that everything derived. Say, see, there has to be something has a light or a thought form of some sort has to be emitted, and so what I'm trying to say is there has to be something that takes place let me break it down like this. So if Aries is first, then by default it's like kind of responsible for the 360, right? If you follow me, it's responsible for like its own evolution or its own its own 360 rotation or like its own I guess like destination, because it's its own individual. You see what I'm saying? So once we get into like all the other signs that comes after it, those follow behind Aries. But you can see it. You can see every day examples of it. It might be a different element or a different sign. But for an example, say like, all right, say like if we talk, say like if we're dealing with like water, a water element, a water sign. You can initiate Aries, initiate and create like a new feeling, and it's even a cardinal water sign that's Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Aries is cardinal, Cancer is cardinal, and this is what Cancers do. They initiate and create new ways of feeling, the feelings and emotions. So you can see within that realm of reality how, you know what I'm saying, Aries still has like it still like has some type of like I don't know, like say so or authority, or it still has its own mission. You get me? And it doesn't even have to be necessarily a cardinal sign to even you can. Another cardinal sign would be Capricorn. The sun is in Capricorn right now, but you can do the same thing. We could do the same thing with like Taurus, you know what I'm saying? You can uh like you can like and like initiate or uh like okay, so Taurus deals with values, and it's ruled by what you call it, Venus. You can individually value something that's like personal to you, or like personal. Let me not get into that, because I don't really have all the pieces to that part right now, and I don't wanna do that right now. But so yeah. So now that I broke all that down, let's get back to the real. Let's get back to the point of the video. So within your 360, things are having sex, not physical sex, because you know what I'm saying. Sex just means a joining of two different energies come together harmoniously. It don't always mean, you know what I'm saying, two people doing the do and getting freaky. That's what sex really is. It's a join of two energies coming together harmoniously to create a new energy. Okay? This is what sextiles are. Let's talk about trines. Trines creates a triangle. That triangle, it's like an opportunity. The way I would talk about it, it's an opportunity for a bigger purpose, or a bigger position, a bigger or a better circumstance or situation. You know what I'm saying? You can be less. You can have less. I'm not getting to that either. But yeah, that's how I look at trines. But this is what trines are. It's you know what I'm saying, it's just pretty much just an opportunity for something greater, a greater opportunity for you that could benefit you in any kind of way. See what I'm saying? And then squares are a learning. It could be a learning experience. something you might want to pay attention to when we talk about squares, oppositions too. Um, you can bring an opposition together. If you ask me, you can make an opposition, and we know what oppositions are. You know what I'm saying? It's opposites. You know what I'm saying? It's like two cowboys, one from the west, one from the east. They meet up. They have two different, you know what I'm saying, points of views. They have a disagreement or whatever like that. And they might end up, you know what I'm saying, squaring it. You know what I'm saying? They might end up shooting it out. I don't know, but there's that, and it can that can be transformed, or that can sextiles, I guess. It can be. It don't have to be an opposition. It's the basis of what I'm trying to say. You could turn that opposition into like a trine, or like a sextile, or a conjunction, or something like that. But that's something I get into a little bit later. But let me really get into it. So in order for me to really get into it, I gotta talk about me real quick. So this is what I'm trying to say. My Jupiter is in Aries. Hold up. Yeah, my Jupiter is in Aries, but there's what was the other planet? Oh yeah. My sun, my Jupiter is in Aries, and it's trining my sun. My sun is in Sagittarius, but it's late degrees though, and it's on a Capricorn cusp. So I'm a Sagittarius, but back and supported by like Capricorn type of tendencies. So my Jupiter deals with travel, expansion, growth, things like that, experiences. Things like that. But my Jupiter is in Aries, so I like to expand on, or travel, or have like experiences with like cardinal type of things, or Aries like things, you know what I'm saying? Like give me a second. I'm dissecting myself real quick. To be honest, this video right here is a good example of what I'm talking about. Like, cause like, um, and let me not use the word like, cause when we talk, cause that's like, when I use that word, that's like getting into like Venus type of stuff. It's saying about Venus. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Venus right now. How I expand, travel, and things like that, anything correlated to Jupiter, it has to be like almost initiated or like, all right, for an example, it's hard for, I'm not gonna say it's hard, but like, when it comes to teaching me something, I almost kind of like had to teach myself, just by like just going like on a journey myself and experiencing it for myself. And we all kind of like have this ability, or can do everybody can do this, but like with me, like just me doing this video is a learning experience for myself. And the reason being is, see, let me say it like this. Not only does Jupiter deals with learning and growth, or like just learning, but it also deals with teaching. So let's say the way I teach, or when it comes to like when it comes to teaching, I have to, there's a certain individual way that I have to initiate, that might not be familiar, but it's my own individual way of getting out a broad, like, philosophical point of view, or whatever like that. This new like this quote unquote segment was a new idea. I took initiative to you know what I'm saying, start this. Although I'm teaching, I still in a way did this to kind of teach myself. You get what I'm saying? But let me get back on track. So that's that. So yeah, it's trying to my sun, which is in Sagittarius, and it is, you know what I'm saying, it's on the cusp. So it's back to supported by Capricorn type of tendencies and things like that. So um, so the way I see things, it's like it's in it's like a I want to say like I'm consciously aware that the world isn't on like good terms as far as like spirituality and things like that, and like the wisdom and knowledge, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you know, the wisdom and knowledge is not is it's not worth shit. I'm just gonna say that the wisdom and knowledge is not worth shit. And I can see that this, and I, you know what I'm saying, this is I see I guess a like a I see a reason for the world to change, I guess. It's the best way I could say it. Or and all the faults and flaws when it comes to when it comes to you know what I'm saying, travel, or you know what I'm saying, philosophy, but not even that, but like just with anything dealing with wisdom and knowledge. This is how I see the world. I see it as like something being like wrong with it, and it needing better better, I guess, like wisdom and knowledge, and better better teachings and things like that. But like I said, it's on a cusp, so I can with with my with my son still being in Sagittarius, I direct, or I put these things in a certain area of that area would be like business, like I can see like certain like certain businesses or business in general. Like if it's, I'm gonna put it like this. This is the way I see it. If there's no expansion, if there's no growth, or no real learning experience, and there's no real wisdom and knowledge, then that business is faulty already anyway. That's the way, at least that's the way I look at it. And it needs, I can, it's like a if I don't, for those of you familiar with like the show Pimp My Ride, it's like I could kind of see like in like in the world, in the what's the word, in the place of business. I can see like the, I guess the flaws of why things are like, you know what I'm saying, stagnated, if that's the correct word to use, or, you know what I'm saying, fixated. And you know what I'm saying, Sagittarius is mutable. So the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, something within this world of business has to change for us to go anywhere. If you get what I'm saying, like, but there's the reason why I'm even talking about these two, my Jupiter and my Sun, is because they are trying to, so like they are trying to eat each other. So it's like they have it's like they almost have the same purpose, or they work towards the same purpose, or they look, they meet up on like the same, they meet up with the same meaning and reasoning. But like with my Jupiter being in Aries, it can go ahead and initiate the new ways individually of teaching, or even learning. But like, and then apply this. See, I would have to dissect my whole chart, because really, like, they all work in a way, like the interaction, they all kind of have to deal with each other. Even if there's a square or a square or opposition, like it's still coexisting. So they all kind of come into play, or kind of have to work with each other in some way. But like, yeah, y'all see where I'm going with this? Okay. Check this out. And then after this, you know what I'm saying, maybe I can end the video. But check this out. Let me just put it this way. With my Jupiter being in Aries, it has this initiation nature to it. You see what I'm saying? In order to initiate anything, there has to be a mission. But there has to be that. In order to be a mission, there has to be a conscious awareness. That's when we get into my sun. My sun, the sun is your conscious awareness. So my Jupiter is working with my sun. They're trying to each other. With my viewpoints, the way I see things. My sun is helping me like initiate and create like new forms of like, you know what I'm saying, teaching, travel, and things related or correlated to that. So there's an agreement between the two, my sun and my Jupiter. That's basically what a trine is an agreement. You know what I'm saying? Two parties coming together to form an agreement, and then they can build off of that agreement. They could put they can like build like a empire. You know what I'm saying? A world of haven, a safe place. You know what I'm saying? But they had to agree first. But yeah, that's that. And there'll be more more videos like I said. I'm doing a little segment of my personal natal energies or alignments, and I'm pretty much relating them to y'all, and maybe I can share whatever y'all have with me and whatever like that, and we can figure this out together. I can learn from y'all, y'all can learn from me, and we can, you know what I'm saying, bring that trine to, you know what I'm saying, or make a sextile or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, bring something new and beautiful to this world. But that's it. That's it for this video. And like I said, it'll be more like this. And I see y'all in the next one. Cream.